What's happening, people? Welcome to the player rating show here at Old Trafford as Manchester United have destroyed Everton. We thrashed them 2-0. It was like a 2-0 thrashing, wasn't it? It was weird. But welcome to the player rating show. It's going to be enjoyable. It's bright, it's warm, and we've won.
Yes.
Let's go. David De Gea.
I'm going to give him an 8.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to give him an 8.
Okay.
I'm going to be nice, open it. You know, clean sheet, good distribution.
One
really
more
good
to a
pass.
fantastic season for him. You know, he's up there with joint moist clean sheets now? Don't know.
Yeah, solid.
Useless though, you know what I mean?
No,
I'm not making it up. I'm
Sabitzer
joking. I'm sucking you in.
8. I'm going to give him an 8.
Probably a 7 for me.
know,
Yeah, 7. Yeah, that's what maybe why. Yeah. But that pass to Antony, that volley, that was like an Alisson-esque sort of pass. And he played one against Brentford, but it was not. It was a different situation. But this was pinpoint.
What? No, was it from the floor? It wasn't out of his hands, was it?
Sure,
it was a goal kick.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was just a goal kick. No. It was mate. He just put the ball down and went, "Oh look, Anthony's free," and just launched it.
That's even more
It was
impressive.
a goal kick, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
It's elite. I mean, look, that is elite distribution.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah.
You know, that's amazing.
I hope he can start doing that more often.
He did try and come for an aerial ball today that went a bit, got away with that one. But yeah, he didn't have much to do. We'll keep it moving.
Yeah,
Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, 7 again, I think, from me. Still a bit sloppy. It'd be a bit harsh, but a bit sloppy in possession. We know he's not. He looks a little bit awkward at times, a bit sloppy in possession at times. But overall, yeah, pretty decent. 7 out of 10, I'd say.
So I agree with what you're saying, but I'm gonna give him an 8 again because of the clean sheet. Just because of the clean sheet, I think everyone in that defensive line was really good, and then he was adding to his game as well by doing the forward bits well as well. Good synergy with Sancho at times as well, and created things just to no avail. That final third, that end product wasn't there. But 8.
Yeah, I mean, a 7's still a good score.
Yeah.
I think he did give away a couple. Actually, in the first 30 seconds, he gave it straight to them. Couple in the second half. You're always going to get that
There
with...
was one that really nearly hurt us that he gave it away, and when Iwobi was going through the centre of the pitch, we had no.
Yeah,
and we were in big trouble. That could have led to a goal, but
yeah,
and
he should have scored.
Both right backs are like Marmite at times. Both right backs. I don't think you can trust either of Dele or Wan-Bissaka at the moment. Like to take that spot. Definitely to take that number 1 spot, right back slot. So they're both playing okay, but yeah, 7 for me.
Yeah. Let's go to the centre backs. Harry Maguire was next to Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, 7. A good performance today. Didn't put a foot wrong. Really liked how aggressive he was with the headers, winning the aerial challenges. Had a little bit of a penalty scare there, but I think done it was fair. Was even with
really
the challenge.
he got across really well actually, and just stood his ground against Demario. I worried then. I thought, oh bloody hell, he's 1-on-1 here. What's happening here? But he did well.
Competed for the space well, and then wasn't delegating with the passing. Martinez is good at that. Was doing a little bit what Martinez does. Wait for the pressure, then pass the ball. So he's learning a little bit in the system. Saw him a little bit, try to do a little take on. Saw him in the wing, try to dribble with the ball at the end of the game.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know, but then saw him in the right back position, rotating positions. So it was a good game today, 7.
Yeah, I think a solid 7
Yeah,
for Maguire.
yeah.
Defensively as well, winning his headers. Agree with that? 7?
Yeah, 7, yeah.
Martinez?
7, I think, as well.
Jeez.
Yeah, 7. I want to make one point about is when we're building up, the way, obviously his passing's brilliant, we know.
Martinez, you mean?
Yeah. But the way that he shifts his body, he does it all the time.
He literally, on an axis, doesn't it? Like that,
he's like on an axis.
Because he's a little mini fridge as well. He's like that.
It's just brilliant, and people don't realise how good that is because it takes the pressers, like if somebody's pressing him directly, it completely takes them out of the game. It changes the passing angles and it enables us to get up the pitch. So yeah, excellent again today. But Martinez, I feel like it's a 7 for Martinez, but actually for a centre-back performance, he produces, it should really be a 9 if that makes sense. But for Martinez, we're so used to it, it's just every week.
Basically, he was flawless. Like everything he did was crisp. There was no danger. The passing was brilliant. But it's like, you're just used to it now.
Yeah, that's why we're just used to it. Yeah,
he only did one thing where he got himself in a bit of a muddle. He tried to turn too many times.
Got a bit lucky there.
Yeah, that was the only time where I went, "Oh, you." I know you're brilliant. Yeah, just I get it. You are sick on the ball. Just do it properly now. And then he did.
Yeah.
He heard me. Okay, so we went to 7 there. Malacia.
Good performance today. He's aggressive, but was at the right times today, and wasn't overcommitting with the fouls. I'm going to give him a 7. Clean sheet, part of a good unit in defence, so 7.
Agree with that?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah. Okay, we can move it into midfield. I like that, nice and quick. Scott McTominay.
tough one. I keep saying 7. I'd probably go for an 8. I'd probably go for an 8. There's still some frailties there. We know what they are, but considering all of our other attackers and how poor their finishing was, to bury that in the near post. Obviously, Sancho with a great assist. I'm sure we'll get onto that. But McTominay, we know his frailties, but we know his strengths when he's driving forward into the final third. He's not a player that's sort of operates in the first phase. We know he's better towards sort of the final third. And yeah, look, he's played pretty well against Brentford as well. So yeah, I'll give him an 8.
Yeah, I think he's kept Fred out the team the last couple of games. I was surprised to not see Fred come in last game. And then after last game, I was like, actually, play McTominay again.
But when Casemiro comes back,
yeah,
the need for that physical presence from McTominay probably isn't so much. So maybe we do take McTominay, try and embed Eriksen back in.
Oh, exactly, which we'll get there as well. And a few little twinkle toes from McTominay once near the edge of the bylines, getting just being in the opposition box and just making things happen. Do you agree with an 8?
Yeah, I'm going to go over 8.
Yeah?
I want to give him a 9, but I'll go over 8. Yeah.
Listen, the sun's shining me. If you want to give a 9, give a 9.
9, that's it. I'll give it a 9.
That's how easy that is. Love that. Bruno?
9 as well. Really enjoyed his performance. Different role for him today in the 6/8 position. And then even humbly went out to the right side and was brilliant there as well, creating opportunities. Really good performance from him today. And you don't usually say that from him in terms of, retaining of possession. Was very sensible with the ball today. And the long passes were brilliant. So 9.
Did you go over 9 for Bruno?
Yeah, I'd agree with a 9, yeah. I think he could have got a man of the match against Brentford. I gave it Martinez, but it could have been Bruno. But I've checked, obviously, the stats again, 86% pass accuracy. When he's playing as a number 10, obviously it's a bit different, but it's normally around the 75 to 78 sort of level. So
definitely is enough.
So it's, I think Bruno Fernandes, for me, I much prefer him when he keeps it a little bit more intricate. And I think him playing deeper, as you said, in these types of games, it sort of suits us. And we know we haven't got the midfield players who can, they're sort of, Bruno can control games. He's not really a tempo setter, but he loves to get on the ball as much as possible.
He does.
And McTominay and Sabitzer don't.
Yeah.
So that's why you put those two further forward and put Bruno deeper.
Yeah,
So
Eriksen. Ten Hag, just again, good understanding of how to get the balance right, because he's been trying to find the balance, hasn't he? And actually now he can go back to his normal balance because the midfield should be back.
As well. There was one where he chased somebody and the whole crowd.
Yeah.
Literally, Bruno is like erupted in the crowd.
That was right in front of me. That was in the second half, innit? He was knackered after that. After that, he was blowing, and then I think he was just doing like a couple of little passes to someone. I can't remember who it was. Honestly, I could see his face. He was like, "Listen, mate, give me a moment, But he just puts it in, doesn't he? It doesn't matter where. So a 9 for Bruno. Let us know if you guys think that's too high or even low. Was he flawless? Sabitzer. A lot of people giving him a nice clap when he came off. Again, like Charlie said, playing further forward. He doesn't really get involved in the build-up play for that much, but in the final third, coming alive quite a lot.
Yeah. Fancy flicks over the top to Rashford and connecting the play a lot of the time. I really want to see very neat and tidy, but I just want to see him score goals. I need goals and assists from when you're playing in those kind of creative positions. We're talking about Bruno Fernandes always offering goals and assists. I'm going to give him an 8 today. I think was really good in terms of connecting the play. But I would like to see a finish or a goal from him. I think he had a couple of shots as well.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, had a couple of snapshots and just involved in some good phases of play, some good build-up. What would you give him?
7. I'd probably say a 7.
Yeah.
I'd say McTominay was slightly ahead of him. That's just my I think as a player, obviously Sabitzer, I think can offer us maybe more in terms of his technical ability, but I think McTominay in this game.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with that. Into the front line, Jadon Sancho got an assist.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
Weird.
He doesn't tear up the trees, does he?
For the team, he performed a 10. But for what fans want to see, he's never going to produce an unbelievable where he's going to take on 3 players, because that's not his game. But I'd probably say maybe a 7 to an 8. I can a lot of these ratings, 7 or 8 is, I think it's fair.
But this is indicative of how good the team were collectively altogether. That everyone's a minimum of a 7.
And we saw Sancho's ability to pick a pass for that McTominay goal.
Yeah.
There's not many other players in our squad who have that cute, intricate pass on them that Sancho does in tight areas in the box, in central areas. He's not a touchline winger. He's sort of in the half spaces, in central areas, in the box. his composure. We saw that goal against Liverpool that got this season started.
Yes.
This season and at Old Trafford, and Sancho in those tight spaces is brilliant. Yeah.
He travelled well with the ball today as well. He progressed the ball quite a lot. That's not
He
something
left
you.
2 on their bum, didn't
Yeah,
he?
although I do think their studs kind of gave way. The first one was, but then Onana just went. Yeah,
His quick feet do that. Then,
yeah, because they got to change direction quick.
He's not quick in terms of accelerate. It's just a sprint speed acceleration, but his feet are quick. And if you've got quick feet and a quick mind, you can do anything in football. You can be a top player.
Exactly. Do you agree with the 7/8? Yeah. Okay, we'll keep it moving. Rashi, injured. Hopefully it's not too bad. We're all fingers crossed for that. But his performance, they didn't have his shooting boots on, did he? He was good movement again. It wasn't hard against an awful Everton side. Balls over the top. He's clean through. Couldn't get his shooting boots on, but did get an assist for Martial.
Yeah, the game was set up for him today. I mean, could have had a hat trick and and more assists. I mean, was really, really active today and proactive. It's what Ten Hag wants, but to Rashford's standard, you got to kind of mark him down, and I would say maybe a 7 or an 8. I want to give him 8 because he gets an assist. I think there is a 1 assist in there, so I'll give him an 8. A good performance from him, but we need goals from him. Hopefully he's back. As soon as possible.
Bad feeling about that.
Bro, I just hope that he's back.
Yeah, an 8 he's gone with?
I think that's a bit high for me. I think a 7.
Yeah, I would.
You could even argue 6 is probably too harsh, but I don't think he was excellent today.
He was just wasteful, wasn't he?
Yeah.
In terms of the chance he could have scored, but then he laid on
I think Sancho has to be 1 above Rashford, in my opinion.
in whatever the ratings
So if
are.
I
He
give
should.
Sancho an 8, Rashford's a 7, maybe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Methodology. I like that. Very, very measured. Very measured. Up front, Antony actually. Again, loads of chances, getting in great positions, worked his arse off defensively as well, really good at that, which again, we expect that. Good intensity, good runs, just no end product today, so frustrating.
Yeah, up until the final third, again,
everything
7.
right apart from that.
But when you miss so many great chances, maybe you need marking down. But I don't want to be too harsh. But I'd say if you give him 0.5s, you could argue 6.5. But around a 7 again. His work rate is very, very good. But I never fancied him when he went through on goal. I don't know why. I didn't fancy him.
Yeah.
But I think that's with a lot of our players. That's why we obviously need a more prolific goal scorer in the summer.
Yeah.
But we really need to start putting these chances away because it might come back to bite us against the best teams. We need to start putting.
You don't get that many chances against big teams.
You know what is? I think what was so important today was sort of when Everton's back four was so narrow that in that first half that switch of play to Antony was on all the time. So fair play to, I think Malacia played a great one.
Yeah, that
Bruno
just before
played
the end of half.
and I was going to say Ten Hag played one. De Gea played.
He basically did from the bench. He's that good.
He's that good.
He's orchestrating everything. Mega mind.
But even De Gea played a great pass to Antony, so he was a great outlet for us. But I'd probably say I think Antony and Sancho are around the same at 7.
7, yeah, I'd agree with that. And the subs that came on, Christian Eriksen gets a nice little cameo. Yeah. Just give him a 6, I think, just because he wasn't on long enough. But Martial come off the bench and got a goal.
Yeah, 8. Structurally really well, connecting the play. Has to go and do a job out on the left wing as well, and was doing good with the take-ons. Picked up a couple fouls. The team just looks so much better. He picks up the half spaces, and midfielders are able to connect the play into the forward line. An 8. Well, the 8 is maybe too high because it's such a short period of time.
Less than that.
So a 7. Look, everyone
But to be fair, he's always on the brighter side of life. It's always a bit higher.
Yeah.
A 7 for Martial, would you say?
Yeah, 7. Yeah, there was one nice bit where he was playing on the left, and was it when he brought the ball down or went past somebody with his quick feet? I can't remember exactly what happened, but there was a nice bit of play on the left, and yeah, I think a 7's fair.
Yeah, and it's just so key to have him back. Fred, just a NA, and I think I hate when I miss people. Veghorst, NA, bless him. He's done well. He couldn't really. He didn't touch the test. He didn't touch it. Actually, he got fouled. Actually, he took it in, set someone, and then got fouled.
He pressed Pickford for one as well.
Yeah, and pressed Pickford. So let's give him a little flat 6. Flat 6. And what would you give Ten Hag?
10.
10 as well. Agreed.
Let us know if you agree with these guys for the player ratings. Get involved in the comments boxes below. We will see you guys at the next game here at Sevilla against on Thursday against Sevilla. Thursday night, big game. Rashi, fingers crossed. I know we ain't going to play in that game, but just fingers crossed it ain't bad. We're out of here. Peace.